everybody, today we are going to learn monitoring and observability, and there is very complicated, I would say, sugar syntax, you know present in observability and monitoring. I will just walk you through that syntax and will make you this observability thing very much clear. So it's all about what you want to monitor. Let's say when you start with monitoring, you often fail in trap with covering the code. So what you do, you clone your whoever starts with observability. He clones the code repository, and then line by line he enters everything. Wherever exception is, you try to put this is the exception, these are the labels, and these are the values for affected user, for affected tenant, that you try to cover. So line by line you try to put everything, that login happened, counter increment, exception happened, counter increment for exception, what is the module and what is the exception type, that you try to do, which is not very ideal thing to do. Ideally what you should do is you should cover by case. So you should always, this is the trap everybody falls into. What you should do, you should step back time to time, and you should think what operation I need to cover. If operation XYZ, if they are impacted, my customer will suffer. So list down those operations and try to monitor those operations only. So let's say if I am running e-commerce website, what will be the biggest impact for any e-commerce website? Let's say you are showing inventory. So show inventory, then execute order. These are things generally user goes through, right? Ideal end of observability or monitoring observability is to cover the cases or cover the KPIs. If those KPIs are hampered, I should come to know before user encounters that thing. So how you are going to make that possible? So you write down your scenarios, then you see if my list down inventory for some reason, if it goes down, it's a big thing, because customer can't see what he needs to order, then how he can order. Let's say customer can see, but he can't order anything. So let's say his orders are failing. Now you will come to the conclusion that my order failing should be tracked. My payments, if those are failing, I should be able to track those. And beyond failure, let's say order execution latency. Latency in a way, what time it takes for executing all those scenarios where order execution happens or payment execution happens. If that time increases, you should be able to capture that. This is how you need to monitor your system. Don't fall into that trap where you line by line you put monitoring thing, that this is, these are the functions, these are the errors, this is the time taken for function. Remember, you are not doing unit test. The end goal of unit test is to cover as much code as it can. This is not the case here.